Hey, Teddy K here for the Best Buy blog, and in this video we're taking a look at the Kobo Clara Colour. Yes, one of the first Kobo e-readers to have a color e-ink display, and a lot of familiarity on top of that. The Kobo Clara Colour is one of the only two Kobo e-readers right now that have a color e-ink display, the Libra Color being the other. That makes this device distinct within Kobo's lineup because obviously the other ones are monochrome. But honestly though, if you took the Clara 2E, the previous model, the Clara 2E, and you injected color into it, you'd pretty much get this. They are so similar in design and just dimensions and just the feel of the device that it feels almost like it did get that kind of injection. But this is a different device. This is the Clara Colour, and it clearly follows the same design principles, which is a good thing, including the water resistance, IPX8. You can use this in a tub or pool, no problem. Just stay away from the salt water. The point is that you have a pocket size, you have a pocket-friendly e-reader that you can now view in color. It's a 6-inch screen. It's a e-ink Kaleido 3 display, about 4,096 colors, which of course is not going to match the millions that you'll get on a tablet or phone, and explains why they're a little muted on here. But the fact is that you have colors. So now any content that you can view on the device is going to look totally different simply because the colors are there. Comic books, graphic novels certainly come to mind, just like they did for me. The other side of it also is that you can highlight things in colors. So if you're reading an ebook and you want to highlight something, you can actually choose which color you want to highlight. Kind of a way to get organized. The Clara Colour doesn't support the Kobo stylus at all, so you're not going to be able to write on this like you can with the Libra Color, which was a unique feature in that case too. But what you can do with this is basically take it anywhere and not have it feel cumbersome at all. There are no real surprises with the Clara Colour. I mean, it is what you think it is. It is an affordable, small e-reader that you can pretty much take anywhere. That's exactly what it does. That's what it pulls off. The audiobooks is cool, the fact that you have that, but again, that's not new, nor is the fact that you can access other files. So you can store other files on here, PDFs, other EPUB documents, and certainly CBZ or CBR for comics and graphic novels. So that support is great. One thing I should mention though is that if you, unlike the Libra Color and some of the other Kobo models where you can integrate Dropbox and Google Drive accounts, you cannot do that here. So you'll have to get the files onto the device the old-fashioned way, just to plug it into a Mac or PC. That aside though, everything else pretty much works. You have access to the Kobo store, Overdrive if you want to borrow books from the public library, and Pocket if you want to save anything that you've been reading online and read it here after. And of course, color, if you have books, book covers are in color, and so are the parts of books. So whether it's photos, maps, things like that will appear in color too, which is great. Kobo rates battery life at 42 days, at 30 minutes of reading per day, and at 30% brightness. That all depends on what you're doing. I still think you can measure battery life in weeks, which is great, and what you should expect from a Kobo e-reader. And again, even though there's color in here, nothing really changes that way. So it's still a pretty efficient display, pretty responsive too, despite the fact that it's the more affordable model. Which is always good. And so I can't quantify an exact number for battery life, but I would be surprised if you don't go longer than 2 weeks, especially if you're reading every day. It's the audiobooks that tend to take up more of the battery, and certainly the screen brightness as well. So if you're cranking that up all the time, don't expect that to last for 4 weeks at a time. It's not going to happen. And that's my review of the Kobo Clara Colour. Available at Best Buy now. You can actually click the link below to learn more about it. For the Best Buy blog, I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.